Hello again. Okay, so this is the second part of the other video. So yeah, these little guys here, Sageretia Theezans, I believe they're called, something like that. And they've written down some cheat. So I got two of those little guys. They're indoor in the UK. I think they do flower spring, summer. Really small little things. I'll show you scale wise. Is my hand. Rawr. Yeah. And this one, that is a clump style Ficus Benjamina, I think. That one. This one was the first ever bonsai that I actually had. This one is a tiger bark ficus. It's had a massive chop here because it was getting a bit, this one here, there was a massive shoot coming out here. It was quite thick, it was really bulbous coming up, and it had lots of other growth on it and stuff. I didn't really like it, and I kept looking at it, and all I could see was you know, this kind of curve here. So I kind of blanked it off and looked at it, and I thought, you know what, just go for it. So I chopped it off. I'm actually trying some experiments here with what you call them? I don't know. What you call them? Not air layers, but grafts, if you like. So, so all the ones that I cut off here, all the shoots that are on this big bulbousy bit here, I've actually tried to graft them into here, so there's a bit more growth. But I mean, if it works, great. If it don't, I'll just let it do its own thing. But yeah, I like the bendy twistiness of that guy. That one was the outdoor one. If you can see the pot on these, I've got a few of these pots, and I would highly recommend you get these for your bonsais. Let me just take it into the light a little bit. They're actually for ponds. You can see they've got lots of holes in them, so they add a lot of aeration into the roots, and they really give good root health, and hopefully, yeah, looking forward to seeing how they work out. But I've got quite a few of them planted in these pots. They were off Amazon, so I think I got about a set of 10 for something. I can't remember how much, but yeah. This guy here, Syzygium, God, I'll spell that. Syzygium. Very strange. But again, he's in a big pot because some of his roots actually yeah, I accidentally cut them off when I was pruning it. It had basically like a massive root, which had like lots of little ones, and it just wasn't ideal. So I thought, you know what, just cut it off. So I've put him in a bigger pot with lots of air holes in again around the pot, similar to the other ones, but not as many holes. Yeah, and I did this because the branch actually did break. So I ginned him up a little. Nice tree, nice tree. Yeah, so that one's the one that came today. That one is a Podocarpus. I really like the foliage on that, it's really nice. Looks like a little palm tree. And we don't get palm trees much in the UK. So this one again is another one of the, excuse me, that's another one of these that I separated from the ones that are in the clump, and tried to style it to give it a bit of movement. And I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how this guy turns out in spring. I really like him, he's got lots of movement. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he comes out in the spring. This one here is a gardenia. Again, indoor plant for the UK. It's got lots of flower buds on it, which will probably open in spring, I'm not sure. This little white thing here. If you're new to bonsais, or if you have a new species that you've never had before, I'd recommend getting one of these. It's actually like a wireless Wi-Fi device, and you use it via the app, and it will tell you everything you need to know about this this plant. Like it'll tell you about the temperature, it'll tell you about the fertilization, how moist the soil is, if it's too moist, if it's not moist enough. So I've been using that on, I have upstairs a Ficus religiosa, so I was using it on that, but now that I'm familiar with it, I've decided to pot it into this, because I'm not familiar with this one. So it just helps me learn more about this species. I think they're around about £20 on Amazon. It's I suppose it's be like a plant, what do you call it, temperature and fertilizer, pH balance and everything. So I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. I haven't got the brand name handy at the moment. I might post it in the description if I find it. There you go. This one here is a little Ficus, tiger bark Ficus. It's a cut-in. Yeah, he's really dinky. I like him, he's cool. I love the shape. Again, I'm just leaving him now. Again, he's in a very irrigated pot to give his roots more vigour, I hope, and get lots of finer roots. He's doing really well. And these two here. This one's pretty much buried in the soil a bit, just to try and get more roots on it. And there's this one which I had to trim off some of the leaves because they were getting a bit too big. Probably not the right thing to do, but sod it. My plant, my rules. And this one, same again, little Ficus, tiger bark Ficus. Again in the aerated pot. Just helps keep the soil a bit more aerated and less, because it being soil, it does tend to sort of get a bit too moist at times. So this helps just keep that a bit more aerated. This one has been in the walls a bit. It's actually an outdoor plant, but it's going through some tough times, and I don't think I would ever get another one of these. It's an azalea, a Japanese azalea. I think azaleas, like most rhododendrons, are really they're pretty tough to keep, to be honest, because the leaves are so prone to disease and pests, and yeah, not fun at all, to be honest, to keep. I'm keeping the little guy anyway, and I'll see how he goes, but they're also very fragile, so like you try and bend them and they snap. This one has actually snapped twice here, and somewhere around here, I'm not sure. Very brittle, not really ideal, I don't think, personally, for a bonsai, as nice as they are, but hey ho, and all that crap. So what else? I think that's pretty much it. These are more Ficus cut-ins, just in water to see how they get on. Big fat nubbins. So that was the one, well, part of the one that was up here. Yeah, that's just part of it, so you can imagine sort of how bad that was. There, that's the beast there. So all that, you can see by all the cuttings I had to take off how bad it was, and look at the inverse taper on that, so you imagine that back up on there. It was getting a bit stupid, so I thought, you know what, time to go. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it so far. There's another Ficus there. Just see if I can grab one. Sorry about the light, it's just night time, so I'm just using my crap phone for the video. So this one I've got plans for. I just want this shoot here to try and grow and catch up with this one, and I'm going to try and experiment with this one when it's a bit older, again in the aerated pot. So I definitely recommend you get these. They really help with the root systems, and with plants, it's really important, and it's also important to keep rotating them every day. So if you have them like I do on the window ledge during the day, have them facing one direction one day, and then the next day have it facing the other way. This helps even out the distribution of heat and light, and this will help not just the foliage but the root system as well. So you have to remember the golden rule is as above, so below. Bonsai. Catch you later.